Today I am preparing lamb stew, and these are the ingredients that I require to prepare lamb stew. It may be around 200 to 50 grams of meat, lamb meat, and two types of coconut milk extract, first and second, and then onion, two medium size, and 2 to 3 French beans cut into small pieces, one potato, and then next to potato is coriander stems, then crushed garlics 4 or 5 cloves, and then green chili chopped, and one carrot, curry leaves, and coriander. These are the ingredients I require. Other than this, I require salt, little bit of turmeric powder, and black pepper. That's all. And then I will speak about the method of preparing this. Just to quicken the process, I am going to boil this mutton in a cooker. Otherwise, we can cook it straight away, putting all these ingredients and the meat together and cook it on slow flame at least for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Then it will be done. But just want to make it a little faster, so I am going to cook this meat in the pressure cooker for 4 whistles, and then I will start the process of doing this stew. I forgot to tell you this dry spices. Just 2 pieces of bay leaf, 2 pieces of cinnamon, and 1 big elaichi, cardamom, black cardamom they say, and regular elaichi 3 pieces, and 4 pieces of cloves. That's all. And we need oil, of course, to start the process with. So here we go and start the process of making lamb stew. So I'm going to add this whole spice, and the cardamoms I have just crushed them, just they release the flavor into the oil. Here I'm adding the cloves, cinnamon, bay leaves, and cardamoms. And then on medium heat, I'm going to do this. Now I will add onion. This is a big exercise I am doing, because with one hand I am holding my mobile, and with one hand I am putting the ingredients. The camera may go a little bit here there according to the actions I am doing, but this is what it is. So I have to stir fry this at least for 3-4 minutes until the onions will become smooth, and we'll see what to first next. Just to fasten the process, I am adding little bit of salt now. Keep stirring until you see that onion is soft and becomes little, not exactly yellow, this thing, little a yellow color type. Not to fry them too much now. Now I am going to add garlic and this coriander stems and green chili. Chili looks little bit more because this is not that very spicy. That is why I have taken 3 chilies, green chili. And then I will just stir it for 30 seconds or a minute or so. So camera may go a little bit here there because I have to see the vessel also myself. I can't just look at the camera and do. So this is what it is. With one hand preparation and one hand holding the camera. I thought of fixing it somewhere, but I don't have any arrangement for this. I have a clip and all, but I try to do that. But because of this window light, no, these things will not come clear. That is why I thought of doing this way. So this is what it is now. Now I am going to wait for 1 or 2 minutes until this is get fried and releases all its their respective flavors into the oil. And then if we are making directly without boiling the meat in the cooker, you can add the meat, raw meat, into this and keep stirring for 3-4 minutes on high flame until you see that meat is turned little bit brownish in color, and then on medium flame keep stirring it and boiling it with lid covered for another 6 to 8 minutes, so that mutton will release its own liquid, and it will be little bit it will become little smooth. And then you can add the desired vegetables. As I have taken today 1 carrot, 3 beans and 1 potato. I will cut and add it because I cannot keep it. After cutting we should immediately add it, otherwise it will become black. So this is what it is. Now since I have already boiled the meat, I am going to add these vegetables because they are raw. I am going to add. I will now cut. So I chopped the tomato with the skin on, and it is really going to be very tasty with skin on. Skin also has some valuable ingredient. They are good for us. So this is what it is. So I think this preparation is going to be full day for me, for full day. 250 grams of meat plus this. So I'm going to cover it now for 2-3 minutes, and then just keep watching it for 2-3 minutes until you see some water is released of the vegetables. I forgot to put the curry leaves. I'm just putting it now. No problem, it can be put at any time. It will release its own flavor. In between I'll have to just see the vegetables. Keep stirring. Keep stirring. Okay, it is done very well. And I'm going to cook it with the mutton in that slow flame for 20 minutes or so until these vegetables become soft. They are going to be well cooked with time. So I'm going to open the lid, and then I'm going to put little turmeric powder, say about less than half teaspoonful, and say about half teaspoonful of black pepper. This actually gives a very good taste to this. After this, now I am going to open my cooker, and pressure is reduced. Now I am going to see my mutton is boiled. I am going to add this to this. I have done it just to make it fast, that's all. Otherwise directly we can do it. I love it. The other day I prepared a beef stew that was very good. So I thought today, since I already have meat in the fridge, I will do it. One piece was remaining. Yes, I'm going to add this. Sometimes my attention goes to the vessel, that is why camera is going here, there. Please pardon me for that, because with one hand I am holding, one hand I am doing. Alright, we will wait for another 5-6 minutes and then I will add the coconut milk which I have prepared. Okay, now I will just stir it for. Wow, looks great. All these things will be smashed, onion and all. As it boils, keep boiling it. One more thing I forgot to tell you. This is a fennel powder. This is very important for digestion. Very, very important, which I made it myself. I brought the fennel seeds and powdered it and stored it in the. I had an old bottle of oregano. In that I have stored it, and it is so handy now for me to use it. See, it was chaos. Oregano was there in that, and now I made it as fennel powder. Good. It smells so good. And now I am going to add the second extract of coconut milk to this. This is a second extract of coconut milk. So in it I am going to let it boil on a slow flame for another 10 minutes. Now at this stage some people add water because they need more liquid. I think because I am the only star going to enjoy this, I don't add water, but I am going to add the first extract of coconut milk. I think this is more than sufficient for me. I don't require water to this. I am going to boil it for another 5 minutes with open lid. With lid open, it is going to boil for another 5 minutes, and after that I am going to add. This is something very interesting. Normally to make the gravy thick, I have seen people using corn flour. But one chef told me that in the hotels, they use 1 spoon of rice flour mixed in the water and they add it to particularly the stews. I don't know whether it is a common thing with all the chefs or it is his own trick. But let me try this. Now I have added 1 spoon of rice flour and mixed it, and I am going to add this to this stew. Added, and now I just mix it up well, and color looks to be very tempting for me, and I think it is going well with bread, hard bread, or tandoori roti, or even for rice. I think it is going to be good. So now I want to see the taste of salt, whether salt added enough or not. Wow, amazing, very, very tasty. It gives that chili on the tongue and the fennel powder taste, and I'm going to cook it for another 5 minutes and then add coriander and then finish it off. And this is going to be lamb stew for me for the whole day. Let me open and see. Yeah, I think that rice flour has worked. It has become a little thick. As it settles down, it will become thick. That is what he said. So let me see this. Taste is very very nice. Fennel powders, fragrance plus the chili and that little bit of spices. So nice. So now I am going to put little coriander and I am going to finish it off. So this is what I have done today. Stew, mutton stew for the full day. And now I am going to prepare rice, and this is my method totally. I am stir frying these veggies. This is broccoli and red and yellow green bell pepper and some slices of garlic, which I am going to stir fry like this just for a minute or so, and I keep them ready to be mixed with rice, which I am going to cook now. So I want to have these colors as it is. So I think this is good enough. I'm going to put off the flame, and I kept water for making rice, and rice is soaked, and just make the rice and add it to these veggies for that. That's all. Now I am going to add this 90% cooked rice to this. This is 125 grams of rice, which I am going to enjoy 2 times with one roti or chapati. I am going to mix this. I have mixed it and sprinkle little salt, because I did not put salt to the rice while I was cooking. So I think now I am going to keep it for 5 minutes on a low flame, so until it gets puffed up very well. Going to be a good combination with stew, I guess, and this is my method of making rice. So it's going to be covered now. It is going to sit for 5 minutes on low flame, then it is done. So my today's food is done for the lunch and for the dinner, and these are the utensils that I have used, and side by side I kept washing them and kept them, and the kitchen has been cleaned, everything is done, floor is cleaned, everything is done. This all took almost 1.5 hour, 1 hour, 2 hours time, including right from going to shop, bringing things, and then cutting, preparing and making the preparation, and then washing of all these utensils and everything. 2 hours. It's okay, no problem. So my food preparation is done. Food is made for the whole day. Now I prepared buttermilk. Now relaxingly I will just sit and enjoy this buttermilk, mixed with coriander, pudina, garlic and little bit of chili. I am going to enjoy this now instead of making tea or coffee, and this is very good.